Hello. Today we're going to look at how income works in FlipGive's budgeting tool. So starting from here, you can see income has its own dedicated tab, and you come in and this is a replacement for the income aspect of your spreadsheet. You can add categories and line items and let the system add everything up and connect it to the charts and reports on the main page for you. You see here we have the budgeted or forecasted column. That's how much you're expecting to bring in from a specific activity. We have the actual. As that money does show up in your bank account, you can file it under these categories and line items. And then we have outstanding, which is the difference between what you're expecting and what you actually have. Now, if we go to the bottom here, and if your team is in fact taking advantage of our FlipGive funding platform, you'll see that money that you've withdrawn from there automatically populate as an actual on your income sheet. So let's start playing with this. If we want to add a category, it's right here at the top for you. It'll always be there. You can say, let's say we're going to add donations as a category. Very simple. We add it. We see it immediately shows up down here. If we want to add or forecast a line item there, let's say we're planning a big donation drive and we want to get $2,000 out of that. And we're going to do it maybe when the kids are going back to school. We'll plan it for the beginning of September. So now this line item is here, and you can see it's really easy for me to edit. I made a typo there. I just simply click on it, update it. It flashes green to let me know that that's been saved. We can change the date and the amount very easily. If I want to get rid of this, remove it from my budget, simply hit the X beside. I want to delete, yes. Now you can see that that's gone. Now, let's say I have a line item here that has an actual value associated with it. You'll see I'm not allowed to delete that because we don't want to have money getting lost in the system. So if I simply click on the actual value, it'll take me to my activity feed and show me the details of this line item. It's income, it's sponsorship, and there are two ways I can get rid of it. If I want to, if it makes sense for you, just delete it. Or I can reallocate it to a new line item. So let's say I just moved this money from Tony's Dry Cleaner under the Nike sponsorship line item. And there's another thing that you can do with income, and that's splitting. Let's say not everyone's going to get an equal share of this money. We can go in and edit. Let's say Dave, Donna, Elizabeth, and John do not get a share of this money. Now there's $133.33 that represents their share. I just hit split evenly, and it divides it up amongst all of the players on the team who do get a share. I save that, and now that's a custom split. We can save it. And if we come back to our income page, we'll notice that the money's been moved up, and that makes this available to delete. Now, if we come back to our main page here, what we'll see is a high-level summary of the categories, both actual and outstanding on our income side, and we'll see this cash flow chart. We have more income than expenses up until this point in December. And when you see red, that's when, according to how you forecasted things, you're going to be short on money, and that's when you might see a situation where you have to do an emergency cash call. But with the chart showing you in advance, you can simply go add income, and you can try and get a new sponsorship, plan a fundraising event, or maybe schedule a player fee. And player fees are a special form of income because they have their own dedicated space within our system. You can watch the dedicated player fee video to understand the details of how this works. Thank you, and good luck budgeting.